Hello, everybody. This is Just in Case of Americans Perspective. Join our friend and media personality, Jerry Maldonado, back for another installment of Meatball Perspectives and Proverbs. Hello, Jerry. Welcome back to Americans Perspective.
Yeah, Mr. Forgetfulness, I'm back, man. Guy has two show topics. He thinks about them and doesn't write them down. He forgets that the memory's kind of getting a little lag in the old age. But I get you. I got you backed up here, Michael. I got you backed up.
Well, give me some credit. At least I remember having two ideas that I forgot.
Yeah, that's true. I left the water running the other day. So don't feel bad. Just left it running. My kid's yelling, Dad, Dad. It happens. Coming of age, my friends.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And that's part of the topic. I mean, surroundings.
Yeah.
Surroundings matter. So, Jerry, what's happening with surroundings? And why do they matter?
Well, on a good note, it's National Ascension Day, so let's all rise up, meatballs. Let's get with the program here. But yeah, a powerful, how should we say, topic to get into, because it's something that most people forget. When you're dealing with your surroundings, you're dealing with basically the past. And I say it respectfully because that's basically what you put together in the past. That could be a good past or it could be a bad past. You and I talk about it a lot here on this show, and I talk about it repetitiously, how we got to change our inside world to fix the outside world, indeed. But we forget about the outside world is still the old one. And that from having that outside world being the old mindset, the brain is naturally programmed and coded to that old mindset. And this is what people fail to realize as they're trying to transform. Yeah, they're thinking positive. Yeah, they're doing all these affirmations and journaling and doing all these things. But then they put the pen down or they get up out of their chair from the meditation, and around them is the same scenario that really put them in a bad place to begin with. And something as simple as a coat of paint or a different configuration of your surroundings is going to reprogram your brain to get out of the old coded system. And this helped, what was it? My middle daughter, she was going through some times way back when, after the ex and I decided to let it go. She was going through some self-harm times and had to take a little trip for a couple of days to relax and get away. Before she came back, my ex asked me, what can we do to help her? I said, paint your room. They go, what do you mean? I said, paint her room a different color. And she kind of flabbergasted, but what they did was they painted the room, changed all the surroundings, so when she got back home, it was a brand new setup for her. New smell, new colors, new everything else. You got to do that yourself with your own life. You can't leave the old around trying to fix the inside because the brain is already pre-programmed for where you've been. You have to repetitiously create new patterns, and that indeed creates new senses. What you see, hear, smell, taste, and touch all around you has to be brand new as well. It's not overwhelming. It's actually quite, liberating, because you're letting go of who you were and creating a whole new surroundings around you to code into your mind to become a pattern of thinking. What's your thought?
Well, I have a diverse thought. You might be surprised.
No.
I like the idea, changing the surroundings, but I would tend to do it by perspective. I would look at everything differently.
Ooh. I like that because, you're forming a different opinion, obviously. But to me, I'll debate you on this. This is a great way for people to think about it. When you have the same surroundings, your brain is naturally conformed around those surroundings. Every sense, all your senses and everything's programmed around it. When you turn everything around and change it, that means everything from your outside in where you're living to where you're driving to, your habits, you become a different person. You have to indeed become a different person. That goes all around. When you're dealing with perspective, that's a powerful mindset, because you could look at something and really find the good in it, no matter where you've been in life. That's power too, as well. So indeed, both are powerful, and this just gives people a different option to play with. You know what I mean?
Well, it's like old junk. They came up with the term Art Deco. It's not junk, it's Art Deco.
Art Deco.
It was just a perspective.
Yeah.
And everything deserves being appreciated. But there's nothing wrong with painting. There's nothing wrong with rebooting your brain.
Yeah, great point.
And if you can't do it with perspective, painting the room's not hard.
No.
Washing the car's not hard. There's just lots of little things that you can do to enhance your surroundings.
Well, which is key. I mean, that's absolutely essential because, you and I know from our brain stuff and then what we've taught ourselves throughout the years, indeed, we can see the good in basically in everything. Okay? We've programmed our mind to do that. Some people don't have that or they're working on that. So they start the journaling and the affirmations. They feel great for a good 15, 20 minutes, half an hour, however long they do it. But when they, how should we say, descend back down to where they are right now, they see the same surroundings. And the point being is we want to change that. And from changing that, you're actually recoding how you think. You're changing the program, the internal program as well. It just makes it a lot more easier. I mean, for me, we've talked about the 12 by 12 forever on this show and the other networks as well. When I first walked into that 12 by 12, it was flamingo pink. The walls were flamingo pink. The sheets were flamingo pink. I can only imagine the friggin' debauchery that was going on in there. And here I am. This is going to be my residence. I had to act quickly. And back then you can get $5 for a can of flat white paint. And I immediately started changing everything around as fast as I could because to me it was just a depressing, even though the bright colors were there, you just kind of got that ick kind of feeling when you were walking into your new home. And I know I was going to be there for a while. So immediately, not thinking of the psychological benefits from it, I changed the whole surroundings because to me, walking in there just meant more of the loser feeling that I had left from my original residence. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, and you took some ownership of where you were.
Oh, great point. Choking on my tea here, man.
That was something you needed to do.
Yes.
It wasn't the time for denial. You found yourself there and you tried to make it habitable.
Yep. I'll never
Kudos
forget
to
it.
you.
Go ahead. I'm
And
sorry.
I'll give people a tip for cheap paint. If you go to your big box store, hardware store, they've got partial cans of paint that they tend to discount.
Oh, yeah.
I used to buy them and mix them together.
To me, go ahead.
Well, you get yourself a very affordable paint. You're not quite sure what color it is, but you never are until it dries anyway.
Exactly. Get enamels and satins, get them all mixed together and become this one little happy meatball in a can. I get it. I get it. But no, I've done it with my old residence. With the kids' rooms, we embellish with certain colors, but really grasp it because, you had the same four walls around you, but you just created a whole new ambiance to where you are. And I knew I was going to be there for a while. I didn't have a pot to piss in, but I can still piss in a pot. And indeed, I took ownership of, indeed, like you said, of where I was. And very few people will do that because it's hard. You're facing a new reality. You're forced into this new reality. And I'm grateful for that because there was no procrastination. It was it. That was it. You're here, meatball. You got to figure it out. And that's what I had to do. The simplest little things that really changed my life. I knew I had to change psychologically. I didn't really know how to. You're talking, 15 years ago now. I didn't know how to. I had the inspiration. That's why I don't rely on inspiration. That's why I rely on transformation. That's where the power is. Because you're dealing with the internal components, the parts. You're remembering how they work. And from there, you're building the new traits and decoding the system. Did it take a long time? Yes. Because indeed, I didn't know psychologically what I was doing, but in essence, I knew in a way. I was reprogramming my life in some way. I knew I had to start somewhere. To ascend, you got to start from somewhere, indeed. And I knew that the little changes around me would eventually change the inside of me as well.
Well, you took the most important step. Well, two of them. You took ownership. You realized where you were, and you committed to transform. You didn't know how you were going to do it, but you made that commitment. And sometimes that's the hardest step to take.
Oh, yeah. If people think they need to know it all to get it all, you really don't. You really don't. Especially when you're dealing with something as it could be traumatic for a lot of people, as a life change like that. You're going from having everything to losing everything real quick. And what do you got next to you? You got your trusty dog, a bag of clothes, and a can of paint, man. And so what do? I mean, you take ownership. Is it scary? Yes. But the benefits outweigh everything. It's just you. It's like a caterpillar is not going to scroll up and create this chrysalis to only put its head in. It jumps in, disintegrates, and comes out. This beautiful butterfly. You have to have that same kind of mentality. I was always motivated, indeed. But I knew that motivation was like drinking a Red Bull. It's only going to last for a few minutes. I had to get fully involved with everything. I mean, changing I still get that smell in my head. No, thanks. I need therapy now, Meatball. I brought up the old past here. But it was really enlightening when you can go back to your past, well, with a big smile on your face, knowing that you've overcome so much. It's not a pat or an arrogant pat in the back. It's just, I'm proud of myself for what I've done. And I want everybody out there to be proud of themselves from where they come from. And they can achieve that. But you have to take the baby steps, as you and I talk about, indeed, and to bring yourself back up. Yeah, we would go through something. But when you really think about it, what allowed my world to cave in was I really didn't want that world anyway. And I accepted that. And then I realized it just gave me what I wanted. And so when you make that choice in life, realize you can't just change your thinking, indeed, which is a huge part of it. You've got to change your surroundings to create a new habit in coordination with that new thinking as well.
Well, and you have to change the influencers.
Ooh, the sphere.
Yeah.
Indeed, the sphere of influence. I mean, who you surround yourself with is who you become. That's a huge factor. Oh, yeah. Huge factor. I mean, I had to expunge a lot of that stuff, man.
Well, I did too, particularly when I became, I wasn't an alcoholic, but when I gave up drinking, I had to change the circle around me to feel comfortable.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was never into that, thank goodness. I didn't like it. I don't know. People always tease me about that. Have a beer. No, Meatball. Give me a Coke. I'll be happy. I was just never that kind of guy. And that's okay. But people lambaste you for not fitting in or conforming, if that makes any sense. I know it does to a lot of people. But yeah, I mean, to me, that was definitely a change right there. Just not allowing certain things into my life and conforming to the outside world, because I probably wouldn't be here in a lot of ways as well. Go ahead.
Well, we're probably both rebels, and peer pressure didn't work on us.
Oh, no. No. This one got me in a lot of trouble. Why aren't you like that? I always got yelled at. Because the thing is, this is what I mean. People think they need to know everything to get somewhere. You really don't. You're just following your gut. If it says don't do it, Meatball, don't do it. Don't jump in the pool if it's ice, man. It ain't going to work out very well for you. But people have this thing about they got to be noticed or they got to be heard. Believe me, when you're your authentic self and true self, not to digress from the main topic, you will be heard. Because you are going to show the world your true self. Therefore, attract the right people that match that true self. So stop trying to conform to the world out there, man. Just be your true self. The right things come at you. The right people come at you. The right situations come towards you. All just by you projecting out the energy of the self that you've always wanted to be. And you won't have these situations where you lose everything because you naturally evolve into that something. But I always like revamping where I am, just to create a new atmosphere, a new ambiance. Perhaps people can do it for themselves. It doesn't really cost a lot of money to do something like that. Just changing the surroundings, the walking patterns. If you look at your carpet, you have the same walking pattern on your freaking carpet. I mean, that's how your life is. It's that same way. that metaphor is true, but all you have to do is change where you walk. You change what you see. You change the outcome of indeed who you can be. Did I just rhyme there? That was cool, man. Go ahead.
No, it wasn't. We're not Muhammad Ali.
Cheers, my friend.
Yeah. It's just...
What that?
When you accept yourself and when you project your true self, you're going to find people trust you more.
Huh.
People accept you more. And we're talking about the right people.
Oh, yeah, it's just...
Trust is...
Go ahead.
Well, trust is something we should all aspire to.
That's a big word. That's a big word for people to really grasp, and I understand. But if you're a trusting person and you're surrounding yourself with untrustworthy people, you can only attract that. I mean, so if people can understand that sphere is so important as part of your transformation on the right people, you surround yourself with millionaires and you're broke, you're eventually going to become a millionaire. It's inevitable because you're going to learn the traits and the secrets and the knowledge, and most importantly, you're going to gravitate towards the energy to attract those opportunities to you. And that goes with any topic, any kind of emotion. What you surround yourself with, indeed, you're going to become. So take a moment and what are you surrounded with in your exterior world, meaning where you are, and that pattern that you're thinking and doing every single day. That alone can dictate your outcome because you can see where you're going from there. Same old-fashioned ways, same old walking patterns can bring the same old results. If you want to transform, indeed, you got to transform everything, inside and or outside.
Well, Jerry, I think that's a good place to leave this. And we took a journey.
Yes, we did, Meatball.
We really did.
We did.
Okay. Hey, everybody.
Cheers.
This has been Justin Case and Jerry Maldonado bringing you Meatball Perspectives. Thanks for joining us. And remember, additional information and links provided in this video is read more. Today's the day to subscribe to this channel. Please learn more about Jerry Maldonado. One time.